A to Z, 26 letters, 26 Roblox games, ranking them on a tier list. Let's begin. Starting it off with the first letter, A for Adopt Me. This game is pretty simple. You get eggs, which then you can hatch into either animals or just random objects. Like, I literally had a teapot as a pet. You then have to take care of it, feed, clean, and have fun with it. Overall, this game has grown on me a little bit, but it's still extremely overrated. I'm gonna start this one off by putting it right in the middle, which is C tier. And I'm just gonna give you guys a heads up. Some of my rankings are gonna make you very, very mad, so be sure to watch to the end. B for Bloxburg. This game was one of the OG roleplay games. It's just like a typical roleplay game, except there are more detailed features such as your energy, food, and fun meter, as well as your work and skill sets. You can also customize your own home however you want it, and it's pretty fun. The game is one of the better roleplay games in my opinion, so I'm gonna put it right where it belongs, in the B tier. C for Color or Die. This game is honestly not bad. The purpose of the game is that you have to escape this not so scary looking monster, color your walls, and find paintbrushes to complete the game. The game is honestly pretty bland, but it's a nice concept and idea. With that being said, I'm actually rating the games off of 3 main factors: gameplay, creativity, and replayability. Gameplay for this is a C tier, creativity an A tier, and replayability is an E tier. So they'll just be in the middle, which is a C tier. D for Dress to Impress. This game is one of the most popular games on the platform right now, and for good reason. Sure, the style isn't really for me, but the overall experience I had playing this game was pretty good. I had to cosplay a horror movie character. I tried to go with Chucky but failed horrendously, and I somehow still got 3rd place. What? How did I get on the podium? Amazing game, popular for a reason. Dress to Impress is going into A tier. Let's move on to the other rankings. E for Evade. This game was honestly pretty underwhelming. Anyways, the purpose of the game is to escape memes and funny pictures. And that's about it. Low-key a mid-game. I'm just gonna put this in D tier. F for Flee the Facility. Another OG game with a pretty creative concept, with you having to hack computers before the killer catches you and freezes you. However, in my opinion, the gameplay was honestly okay. If this was 2018, this would probably be an A tier or even an S tier game. But with all these new and improved games, Flee the Facility just seems washed compared to the others. Therefore, I'm putting this in C tier. G for Grand Peace Online. Another One Piece anime game. I'm honestly tired of all these games. The gameplay was alright. It's very similar to Bloxburg, which I had a bad experience with. Therefore, I'm putting this game in C tier. H for Hide and Seek Extreme. This game is exactly what the game name says. You hide from the seeker in different maps and have to survive for 4 minutes. Low creativity, good gameplay, and bad replayability. This game is going into D tier. I for I Wanna Test the Game. I obviously chose easy mode for this. Okay, never mind. This is the most stressful and annoying game I have ever played, and I love it. On the surface, it looks like a normal obby, but when you try to jump over the laser, it comes up and kills you. Genuinely though, people have probably broken their computers playing this game. Love the creativity with the unexpected twists. This game is going into A tier. J for Jailbreak. You already know this game is going to be amazing. For the people who haven't played it, which you really should, this game is basically a simplified version of GTA. You have to escape prison and rob places, or you can be a cop and arrest people. 7 years later, this game still holds up, and in my opinion, it's one of the best games on Roblox. Therefore, Jailbreak is the first game that will go into S tier. But is it G tier? In the end, I'm gonna pull one game from S tier and put it into G tier, meaning the GOAT as in the greatest of all time. K for Kaiju Universe. I was honestly really excited to play this game, but expectations often don't meet reality. Right in the game, I had to play these NPC no-names before I could even get to Godzilla. In fact, you literally had to get to the max level to play him. You can't put a Godzilla-looking monster as your poster child and not even let us play him until the very end. That's like playing the Spider-Man game, but you only get to play as MJ for the first half. Besides that, the gameplay is really janky and low quality. quality-ish, and I just did not like the style. And because of that, this is the first game that goes into E tier. L for Life Together RP. This game is one of the better RP games on Roblox, all because of its feature of Life Snap, which is basically Snapchat in Roblox. It's a pretty unique feature that puts them apart from other roleplay games. With that feature, this game went from a C tier game to a B tier game. M for Murder Mystery 2. I'm just gonna say it, this is one of the most overrated games of all time. It's basically Among Us, but just without the best features, which are meetings and voting systems. I don't understand why people love this game so much. It's kind of bland in my opinion, and because of that, this game is going into E tier also. As much as I wanted to put Murder Mystery 2 in F tier, I feel like every game has its own uniqueness, and no game deserves to be in F tier. Except for one, which I'll get to later. N for Natural Disaster Survival. The name speaks the game. You have to survive different natural disasters, from an earthquake to sandstorms on different maps. I feel like this is one of the games that everyone mutually agrees is great, and for good reason. This game was created in 2008, 16 years ago, and it's still averaging 5,000 active players every day. No further explanation needed. This game is going into S tier. O for Outlaster. Since my friend has introduced me to this game, I have not gotten bored of it ever since. The long games with seemingly infinite amount of mini games in it, and its voting system, this shit's so magnificent. The game is basically like the show Survivor. You're on an island trying to survive different mini games and not trying to get voted off. It's not the biggest game, but it is for sure one of the best games in my opinion. And for the first time in my rankings, we have a back-to-back S tier games. P for Pet Simulator 99. Another one of these click and gamble games where you just click coins and spin wheels for better items to progress to better worlds. These types of games have honestly been pretty dominant on Roblox alongside with anime games recently. It's time for a new type of game. I'm tempted to put this into E tier, but I don't think it deserves it that much, so I'm gonna put it in D tier. Q for Quiz Me. I honestly couldn't find a decent game starting with Q, so I just went with a quiz game. Now keep in mind, these types of games aren't really supposed to be S tier material. With that being said, you basically just do quizzes with different topics such as which element are you and which Star Wars character are you. 5 out of 10 gameplay, 2 out of 10 creativity, and 1 out of 10 replayability. This game is going into F tier. And keep in mind, we still have to rank the G tier, which is the greatest game of all time, so stay tuned for that. R for Royal High. I played this game before and I hated it. I decided to try story mode this time, which follows the story of me. I don't know why I look like that, but ignore it. Trying to master my elemental powers. It sounds good on paper, a roleplay game with a story about magic and superpowers, but I'm not gonna lie, I did not have a fun time playing it. Mastering the power of fire with the text in the center of the screen could be pretty hard. My opinion hasn't really changed from last time. This game is still going into D tier. S for Speed Draw. A very simple game. You're given a topic on which you have to draw the best drawing, and then you have to rate other drawings. You see, I had a strategy that worked. Create the best masterpiece possible, rate other drawings the worst possible rating, and it literally worked. Somehow I got first place. I had fun playing this game, but if you look at the 3 factors we're trying to base it on, it actually falls into E tier. T for the Strongest Battlegrounds. This game is exactly what it says. You have to pick different characters and just duke it out in an arena. The graphics in this game are absolutely phenomenal, but besides that, it really doesn't bring much. The replayability is terrible and there's not much creativity in this. I still don't think it's a horrible game though, so I'm gonna give it a B tier rating. Before I move on, I just want to say we're getting really close to 1,000 subscribers and it would be great if you sub. You can join the Discord server as well in the description to win Robux on the channel in the future. I'm planning on doing a 1,000 sub giveaway when I hit it, so join the Discord server if you want to participate. Alright, back to the video. U for Untitled Boxing Games. One of the better fighting games on Roblox in my opinion. Out of all the fighting games, this has to be the best one. With its variety of different fighting styles and different moves, the game is actually really clean. The skill level ceiling to master this game is insanely high, so this is the best fighting game on the platform. It's going into A tier. V for Vehicle Legends, another driving game. We all know driving games can't possibly be that bad, right? I don't know why I didn't enjoy this game. Maybe it's just the overall look of the game. I just didn't really find it very engaging. Therefore, this game is going into D tier. We are down to our last couple letters. The next letter is W for work at a pizza place. W indeed. This game is still undefeated. The way you play this game is simple. You can be a cashier that takes orders, a cook to cook the pizzas. I don't think I'm really fit for that job. A boxer to box the pizzas, and a delivery driver to deliver the pizzas. Simple concept, good execution. Somehow every game I think of that starts with W is a W. Work at a pizza place, weird strict dad, world zero, probably even more W's out there. Anyways, this is a solid game. It's going into A tier. X for X Drive. This game honestly surprised me. The graphics and quality of the actual vehicles of this game are so well done. And also I love that you had a seemingly infinite straight road to drive on, but if you ignore all those features, the game is actually pretty stale. All you can do is drive, earn more money, and buy cars. I don't think you can even race in this game, but for some reason I enjoyed this game a lot. Just look at these visuals, man, they're pretty good. So in a shocking turn of events, this game is going into B tier. Y for Yeet a Friend. This game is basically what the name says. You yeet your friend. For some reason, I had a lot of fun playing this game. I just found it really goofy to just fling your friends across to get the most studs possible. Objectively, it is an okay game. I'm gonna put this into C tier. The final letter, Z for Zombie Uprising. In my opinion, this is the best zombie game on Roblox. In this game, you have to protect your base, set up turrets, and repair defenses. It's a good and simple concept that was executed pretty fairly. This game is going into B tier. Welcome to the end. This is the completed tier list, and as for the G tier, we have a few candidates. But in the end, it really boils down to two options for me. Jailbreak and Outlaster. Outlaster is a 10 out of 10 experience with friends. As for Jailbreak, it's a 9 out of 10. But Jailbreak alone is not that fun in my opinion. On the other hand, Outlaster alone is not a bad experience because of its long games and minigame variety. Therefore, Outlaster, in my opinion, is the greatest Roblox game of all time.